Happy International Women's Day. I thought that I would jump on today and just do a reading for the collective with all of this craziness going on. I thought it would be nice to bring in some messages from Spirit and the higher powers that be, and yeah, give some messages of hope that you can take comfort in during these times, because things are a little rocky in the outside world right now. So the best way to deal with this is to go inward, I find, and I'll give you tips on how you can do that probably during your reading. So I have 4 decks that I'm going to be using today, and I'm just going to get a couple cards from each deck. And the general theme that I'm asking is, what is the spring going to hold for the collective? What do we have coming in the springtime of 2022? So I'm going to start here with the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. This is what the box would look like. It's a really beautiful deck. And I've pre-shuffled all of these, so let's just get right into it. Let's see if we can pick up a main theme for what's coming in spring. What is coming in spring for the collective? What energies would like to come through? Energies would like to come through for the collective in spring 2022. I'm being a little shy right now. Maybe something like there's a project in the works. Some things are like being hidden right now. There could be some little project that you're working on that you aren't telling anyone about. It's just the energy that I'm picking up already through the vibe of what's going on right now. Come on, who wants to come out? What energy for the collective is coming out in spring? New beginnings. Came right out after I coerced it out. That's beautiful. Perfect timing, because I think we're in desperate need of new beginnings. I don't know about you, but that's what I think personally. So this is a really, really hopeful, beautiful card to get to start off the reading. This is kind of giving me vibes of like the Fool in the tarot. So is the Fool the first card? The Fool's the first card, like it's 0. It's the very first card, signifying a new journey, a new adventure. Adventures awaiting just beyond the horizon. So much light and sun coming through to illuminate your dreams, to illuminate this new path, this new beginning for all of us. So this is really hopeful and amazing. And I look at the beautiful sky up here, showing, that it's all one. Whoever designed this, designed this, designed this, designed this, and knows what's up. The greatest architect of all, if you ask me. So this is really hopeful. This tells me that although there's been a theme of fear coming up in the collective over the last 2 years, heavy theme, this was needed in a way to put our fears right in our faces so that we could transcend them and overcome them. Because you can't really evolve if you're just running around living your life unconsciously and reacting in the same way and the same old behaviors that are keeping you stuck in patterns that you don't want to be. So the way to evolve, the way to become a loving, united species is kind of admitting to yourself that like you're ready to drop. As a collective, I think we're ready to drop the fear program from our consciousness. So it served its purpose, I think. And I think we're ready for some light. Give me some of that. I think we're ready for some healing, some laughter. I feel like this new beginning is going to be something like the last 2 years, a lot of us probably spent like crying or just like in our feels. I feel like the next 2 years are going to be, it's just so much laughter, and laughter is going to heal the world. And I don't have to know how or when or why. All I know is that I trust that this is how the world's going to heal one day, whenever it happens. So Don't say I didn't tell you. Let's get one more from this deck. Sacred Destiny. What other theme would like to come out for the collective in spring 2022? Now that you're done being shy, I hope. Let's see. New beginnings and a lot of slow moving energy, like something's been building. The momentum has been building for sure. And I just feel like it's still at this place where there's some energy bubbling below the surface in your life, and it's getting ready to just explode, but it's not quite there yet. I'm just picking this up from, oh, this little card. This is the one. Yes, patience. You have been patient. We have been patient. We have been so patient. You know, we are ready for that light to come in, for that new beginning. We are ready to start living and building our lives in ways that do not revolve around a fear-based consciousness. And I don't think this is too much to ask of humanity. With everything that's going on in the world, I feel like cultivating a more loving consciousness within yourself is probably one of the most valuable things, one of the most valuable powers that you have as a human to contribute to the situation. But a lot of people don't share that sentiment and love to live their lives, you know, in the unconscious, not second guessing, why am I having this thought? You know, to me, being able to question your thoughts is is that a new form of intelligence? I don't know. But that's a form of intelligence, being able to be like, hey, I see this thought. I am not this thought. How did this thought get here? And like, peace out to the thought. It's not welcome in my mind. And that's how you take back control, conscious control over your life, one little tiny thought at a time. So when you're living your life and you're like, I have to worry about this and this and this and this, then like, yeah, those worries are out creating situations for you to worry about. So I think right now, we are just ready to drop the worry. Drop the fear, release it, let it go. We've learned our lesson. We are ready to bask in the light. It's well earned. Look at that, like that sun behind is that a stork? Possibly, like rebirth. Spring is also a time of new life with new beginnings. This could be a new beginning in many senses. This could be the start of a new life. This could be the start of a new adventure in your life. So however it resonates with you. Beautiful energies to start off the reading. So this next deck is going to be kind of in honor of International Women's Day. This is not just for women. Anyone can use this deck, but it's the Priestess of Light Oracle. So I thought it would be a fun deck to use for this reading today. So I'll pull a couple cards from here. Again, it's pre-shuffled. These cards, they're feeling a lot more chatty. This deck, to me, is representing a feminine energy. And, sorry, there's sirens outside. But it's feeling really antsy, like it's feeling like something is ready to bubble up to the surface. Since it's feminine energy, feminine is associated more with the healing and feeling side of ourselves. So I feel like this part of us is wanting to come out and start creating in our life for us. So let's see what messages these energies have for us. Yeah, I feel like there may be a lot of healers, maybe undercover, or healers in the process of their healing that are watching this video. And these messages, this deck just feels really excited to be here. So let's see what energy wants to come out. What is coming for the collective who's watching this video in spring 2022? Oh, we have two came out. Okay, let's see what we got. I love that. We have friendship. What an amazing card to pull on International Women's Day. It's all about supporting your ladies and your fellow goddesses. I love this energy. Support, fun, unity, play. Did I not say the world was going to heal from laughter? I think like everything with social media, I don't think we're using it to its full potential. I feel like if people just were more loving in their social media interactions already, that would inject so much love into the world and people would start catching on. I feel like this is going to be the start of a time where more of us are going to be stepping into our feminine powers. And, you know, the world has a lot of masculine dominated themes and conditioning that has kind of created all this chaos that you see. And people aren't thriving. You can't thrive in a system like this. It's not created for the people to thrive. And that's one of its biggest faults. But as you can see, this system has been crumbling over the last 2 years. So there is a dismantling that's at play right now. And I know that like this whole new beginnings, patience, friendship, there's good times coming. There's reunions with loved ones. There's going to be forgiveness. There's going to be building things together. There's going to be building on top of each other's skills and just expanding each other's minds and the potentials for what we can do, because this is what happens the more conscious you become and the more that you release fear from your consciousness. So, beautiful card to get. Number 14 is the number of this card. And that breaks down to number 5, which is a time of change and transformation. So this could also be saying that some of your friendships are kind of undergoing an overhaul right now. You know, there could be some people that life has been slowly distancing from you, and that's totally okay. You know, some people are only in our lives for chapters. And there's nothing wrong with that. And no one is to blame for that. That's just the way life goes. So I just feel like if you have been wanting to align with more positive energies, more positive feminine energies in your life, these energies want to align with you. These energies want to bring you, you know, a sisterhood, a brotherhood that aligns with you and your beliefs and your new values that you're building for yourself consciously. So this is all going to come to you. And that's when you can let go and be yourself and have the support that you need, you know, and play and create and just have the best time, realizing that we are spiritual beings here as living as humans to create the funnest, most amazing, epic experience for ourselves. So like, what the heck are we waiting for? Let's do it already. It's not hard. Just takes a little bit of effort in the thought realm. I mean, it took me 8 years to achieve this mindset, but I had some setbacks. So maybe I'll sit down and tell you the whole story one day. Okay, so the next card that came out, I love these energies, is Innovation, New Creations, number 20. I also think, okay, April 20 is sticking out to me as a date. It could also be April 14 is significant to some of you. April 14, April 20, Aries season. Is coming out, but innovation, and like, look at that's giving me fire energy vibes with the light in her hands. Like, we are coming back stronger than ever. You know, the last 2 years were probably meant to weaken us, but I really feel like it made a lot of us so much stronger, and we know what our personal truth is, and we refuse to accept anything that's not aligned with that truth anymore. And the way that you release unaligned energies is that you just stop paying attention to it. If your soul doesn't want that energy to be a part of its experience, that's completely valid. And you don't have to feel bad or wrong. You know, you don't have to buy into everything that they're selling on the world stage. This is just showing us that like, we are coming in hot with everything that we've been working on to create this new world. Because I don't know if you've been tuning into everything that's been happening, but the old world is literally crumbling right before our eyes. There's no saving it. There's no going back. Salvation will never be found outside of yourself. So as we all wake up to this individually, one by one, there is a collective shift that is taking place. More of us will want to follow our passions. More of us will not you know, be fulfilled just going to work an office job or dealing with customers that are rude or cranky, because we understand that our energy is valuable. We begin to remove ourselves from situations that we're not aligned with and that don't bring us joy, because we know that joy is the purpose of life and it's why we're here. And there's not enough of it right now on this planet. So let's get going with that joy, friends. Innovation, friendship, this could be partnerships, collaborating with friends, us being able to live our truths proudly and to live our light and share our light and not feel sorry for it or feel bad for expressing it. As you begin to detach your energy from that system that they're trying to feed you, and as you remove your powerful, valuable attention from it, your attention will want to start manifesting and creating in other ways. So it's up to you. I mean, it's really up to you if you want to use this energy or if you want to just, you know, keep believing in the chaos and fear. It truly only exists when it exists inside yourself. When you've removed the fear program from your consciousness, it doesn't exist in your world anymore. And so you don't get triggered by it. You let people, if that's what they want to believe, if they want to believe in fear, that's their right. And I'm not going to stop them. But I just always want to show people, you know, that there's another way and you don't have to believe in that fearful program. And that program is not the new way. That's not how we're going to build a better world, by condemning and shaming ourselves and, you know, holding people always accountable for their past mistakes. People change. People are allowed to grow and people are allowed to evolve. So we have to stop like this whole cancel culture and stuff like that. Like, no, we're better than that. Come on. Okay. So much coming in the spring. Loving these vibes. Lots of sun coming in. So this could also be signifying like there's a sun coming up in the horizon. There's the light in her hands. They're on a mountain. But the sun is giving me vibes of like Leo season. So end of July, August. So this energy is going into summer for sure. It's trickling into summer. Okay, let's pick a few more because this is going to be a very long reading. If I just keep rambling. Okay, so the next deck, this is the tarot deck that I'm going to use today. I've never used this deck ever in a reading. It's the Gaian Tarot. Oh, this is what Priestess of Light Oracle looks like. I don't know if I showed that. This is the Gaian Tarot. It's a deck based more around themes of healing. So it's the traditional tarot, but with twists on the meaning, because the entire intention of the deck was to create like a deck that could assist you on your healing journey, I think. Also, the cards are massive. Like, they're the size of my hand, and I can't really shuffle them this way, so I'm going to shuffle them a little bit funny. So what energies would like to come out and join us with these new beginnings, partnerships, building things with other queens and kings? Let's see what is coming in spring 2022. What is coming for the collective? Whoa, that was too many. This one just, I'm just feeling pulled. It wants to come out. Awakening. Wow. Okay, I had to quickly look up what awakening was, because that's not an actual traditional card, but this is the Judgment card. This is exactly the energy. Right now, as cycles are closing, energetic cycles are closing, karmic cycles are closing, you are being called to literally face your fears, face your judgments. Whatever you fear and judge and project onto the world in that energy is going to come back to you. So you need to ask yourself at some point, is this what I want to keep creating in my life? Is this the energy that I want to keep investing in and attracting to me? Even if you don't believe in it, if you don't believe in it and your life is going swimmingly, that's amazing. I'm so happy for you, but I know that there's a lot of people out there suffering. And the reason that we could be suffering is because that we refuse to forgive ourselves for either past mistakes that we've made, unconscious negative thoughts that we have, repetitive behaviors and negative cycles that we can't get out of. The way to get through all of these is to shine a light on everything. So when these feelings or situations or thoughts come up in your world and in your life, transmute through them with love, with a loving perception. I see you, judgment. I love you. I send you love. I see you, fear. I love you too. I send you love. That's how you heal yourself, and that's how you heal the world. So, and then that's how all of this new beginning and innovation and everything, goodness, can come in, is that you have to face the bad to really appreciate the good. Like, it has to get bad before you know how good it feels once you see that rainbow at the end of the storm. Beautiful card. And I love how it's showing everyone holding hands, like everyone's united, like this will lead to a collective awakening, which I love. As my dog snores behind me, so cute. The birds celebrating for us in the sky, because they can feel the energy of the goddess. They know that she's here. You know, everything is alive. All of these candles. This is so much hope. I love this reading so much. One more thing that I want to say with the awakening card is that this could be a time where you are reevaluating what brings you joy. You're facing your fears. You're facing your life. You're thinking, you know, when I wake up in the morning, I don't feel the best, and I don't feel like I'm utilizing my energy or my time the best that I could. And this is kind of showing that there could be things that want to be healed so that new things can come up to create in your life. You know, a lot of conscious creation is tapping into things that we were into when we were younger, when we were children. So like me writing stories and playing, I have a creation journal, and like I write service requests to my dragons, and I don't care how weird that sounds, like it is such an amazing thing to utilize our imagination. It is a conscious tool to the higher realms. And it's not for everyone, but it will be soon, because as the earth evolves and ascends, these fearful energies will essentially no longer be able to reside here, anywhere on earth, in our thoughts, on our planet, anywhere in our world. And so these energies are leaving at this time. And that's in the form of transmuting through negative thoughts, facing negative thoughts, admitting that you need help, turning to a friend, seeing a therapist, writing in a journal, crying, dancing in the rain, anything that is a form of release for you. It doesn't have to be what anyone else does. Going for a walk, meditating, breathing exercises, yoga, doing things that inspire you, like tapping into color therapy or any kind of topic that really sparks an interest in your heart. Those are the things that we are going to be pursuing in the new world. We're not going to be wasting our lives at jobs that make us unfulfilled, because we're not serving any purpose really by doing that, except for the old paradigm of fear, which is now dismantling. So it's time to evolve, peeps. All right, so let's get one or two more from this one. Oh, there we go. I found a way to shuffle them. Huge. Oh, this one's like, it wants to come out. Yeah! The star, number 17. That's beautiful. All of our hopes and dreams are going to come true. If you are sitting there thinking right now, what is she talking about? She has no idea what's going on in my life. Things aren't rainbows and sunshine. I know. If you watch some of my older videos, you can see exactly what I've had to go through in my life. And I live in heaven on earth, and I'm on the same planet as you. So this is because heaven is here. It is a potential for every single one of us. It's in our minds. Once you cultivate it in your mind first, it can't help but overflow into the world and into the things that you do. So this is that energy of the star, that energy of something is coming to save us. Look at that constellation lighting up there. Oh. She's almost wanting, she's like cleansing herself You can see she's dipped her hands in the water. And the water is actually reflecting the sky up above, the night sky, the galaxy. And she's dipping her hands in that water to, I would assume, wash her face, which is symbolic of washing away her sins, her judgments of herself, of others, of the world that we live in, that we were raised in. We didn't know any better. You know, this is the world that we came into. When we were born, we were not born with our judgments. We learned those from the society around us. It is time to change that narrative, okay? We have this power. Every single one of us is the star of our own movie. Every single one of us. So when you wake up every day in your bedroom, that's your stage that you're in for that scene. When you start thinking of life this way and you realize that you're the main actor and it's all about you, what's there to be upset about? Like, it's an amazing way to live. Very magical. And this energy of the reading that I've pulled, all of these cards are making me feel so giddy. And I know all of this is coming, but this is so much confirmation for the collective. Just hang tight a little bit longer. It might seem a little unclear right now, but things will all make sense soon. And this is saying, like, dream big right now. Dream big. Pay attention to things that are going to be worth it in the long run, that are going to return your investment. So what I mean by that is when we put our attention into fear-based programs, then that fear-based program is going to come back to us. So when you put your attention into a love-based program, into consciously cultivating a more loving mind, then life can only bring to you loving circumstances. So dream as big as you want. If you have an inkling that you are a healer, you are. Tell yourself that you are. You are a healer. Start manifesting that reality for yourself. Even if it is not right now, like here in your present. It will be. It will be soon enough. It may take a few years. It might not take a few years. It might take less. It might take more. Everyone's time is different, but we all have a divine purpose. And honestly, the best way to know what it is that you came here to do is to follow your joy and follow the things that just light a fire in your heart. And with the awakening, and then with the star, with judgment and the star, it's showing that when we're honest with ourselves, like, to be honest, when we're honest with ourselves, we can reap the rewards of that honesty. That honesty is so valuable to not only ourselves, but to the whole world. When you can stand in your truth and just be like, yep, this is who I am. I'm going to work on healing these aspects of me that I'm no longer aligned with. I can become a better person, a better member of society, so that I can assist in the awakening rather than in the destruction of the old world that is currently going down. So it's all up to us right now. The power is in our mind. But if you don't believe you have the power, and if you don't want the power, then you won't be shown it. So I'm going to pull one more tarot just for a quick. I don't know if that's a glare in my camera or if that's my guide showing on one of my light guides showing up on screen. What is coming in April 2022? Anything else? I mean, I feel we do have a pretty complete message here. Lots of good times, lots of fun. One just fell on the floor, so that's the one that I'm going to grab. One second. Oh, okay, so two cards fell on the floor, actually. So we have the Four of Water and the Three of Water, which is cups. Four of Cups and Three of Cups. So the Four of Cups is the one I saw first. Four of Cups is that energy of more of the same of what I've said through the reading with this awakening, is reflecting and looking back on, you know, well, this doesn't fulfill me. This offer doesn't fulfill me. What is it that's going to fulfill me? You know, it's almost like go down the rabbit hole of your deepest passions, of your deepest desires. use your imagination to your benefit. You can if you want to. And if you don't believe that you can, I have a conscious mind program lesson for that on my website, www.heatheranntelpa.com. I'll put a little link on the video. Sorry, the glare or light, whatever it is, keeps distracting me. So this is, again, just showing this, you haven't been fulfilled. There's some area of your life that is not fulfilling you. And this is saying, okay, so if you're not fulfilled, what's the solution? The solution then is to ask yourself, what will fulfill you? And if you don't know what will fulfill you, take it day by day. Take it step by step, one step at a time. Inject a loving thought into your mind. Do a loving deed for someone. Go outside and pick up 3 pieces of litter. You know, baby steps. And when you take these baby steps, the universe matches them. This is a 50-50 partnership between you and the universe. Between me and the universe, it's all the same. We're done with doing things that don't feed our spirits. We want more. We're ready for more collectively. This is a really happy sign, and I love to see that. We have the 3 of water, which is the 3 of cups, which is essentially just like this card. Celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate. That's what's coming. Lots of good times. It just keeps coming up. So much light because we have earned it. All right. So if your mind's been in a really negative, dark place lately, that's fine. Shine a light on that. Like, yo, yeah, I've been feeling really dark and low. What can I do to take myself out of this state? Whether it's 15 minutes of silence when your child is in another room, that could be your form of you taking that step. Whatever it is for you is perfect. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing. You just have to do something that you can do wherever you are. Okay? And then the last deck that I'm using is my custom deck. This I made last year. And when I was shuffling it, this card popped out right on top. And that's kind of why I decided to do a spring themed video. It was this card that gave me the idea because it popped out and it said spring right on it. And it says bloom, cherry blossoms. Spring is far more than just a changing of seasons. It's a rebirth of the spirit. Amen to that. And then if I turn it around, more springtime words that you might resonate with. We have jewels, time. There's that patience coming in. Patience. Bedazzler. April equals big energy. Love that. Time to shine. Tulip. Bee. Rose. So we have some different flowers on here. Emerald. Get ready to glow up. In bloom. We have some more flowers. Lilac. So lots of flower energy. To me, flowers represent healers. You know, springtime just kind of goes with the vibe. But let's see what other energy wants to come out. So this is just a mix of like magazine cutouts and song lyrics. So what else? What fun energy wants to come out? Bonus message for anyone watching this. Just a fun, it could be related to anything, love, friendship, travel, bonus message for everyone watching this right now. This is a really big deck. Oh. Ah, full of love. This looks like a very romantic time that is coming. We have full of love, soulmate, the fairy tale. It's a love thing. This could be if you've been single for a long time, or perhaps if the one you've been waiting for is you. That time is here. That time is now. Your wishes are coming true. He's as sweet as can be forever. This could be showing re-emerging or emerging emotions coming into your life in certain connections, or a clearing of emotions, forgiveness. This is also hinting at that self-love aspect. Love your lady parts. Fierce feminine. Feel the love. I do believe in love still, but I also believe it begins with really digging deep and learning how to love yourself. Absolutely. There's a bonus message. There's just going to be love in many forms in the spring. Love and creation and joy and light and friendship and laughter and good times. And if you don't believe me, I don't care, because that's a world I'm going to be living in. Come join the party. Let's see what else wants to come out. Another bonus message. Maybe we can get a song lyric. Oh, whoa. This came right out. This is all about, this is like an inspirational one. So we got the first step towards getting somewhere is deciding that you are not going to stay where you are. Yep, facing those judgments, facing those fears so that they can be cleared and that you can transcend them to see that they were really just masks and that they weren't really your true personality. Your true personality can be found behind the bad behaviors and negative thoughts and negative perceptions that you have about yourself. We have honesty, being honest with ourselves. Save your life by loving yourself. Self-care. Some of us could be feeling depressed, and that's okay. This energy is clearing. Once summer comes around and it's sunny every day, like, watch out for the collective. I honestly feel it's going to be very magical. Summer 2022. You never quit. You don't know how. Rescue, morning star. Back to her happy, silly self. So this is saying if you haven't been feeling like yourself for the past little bit, past year or two, all of that will be coming back, and even better than before, because you did learn a lot over the last few years. Even if you don't think that you did, because the energy was so slow moving and you were really maybe not feeling in a good mindset for a lot of it, you still had to go through that. We all have a certain darkness to face. And honestly, that darkness is how you see the stars. So that confidence is returning. Humble magnificence. Habits. We are transcending our bad habits. We are releasing their power over us. And you don't do that by condemning or judging yourself or feeling guilty when you partake in them. You do that by loving yourself through them, having compassion for yourself and forgiveness, understanding that you turned to those vices or habits to cope with a really heavy, dark, mad world. And the energy's shifting. It's lightening up. We don't need to carry those vices with us anymore. We can still partake in them, but we don't need to do it excessively anymore. And that just is a symptom that comes with self-love, is that every single part of you heals. Literally, all of your addictions, everything heals just from affirming, I love myself. Repetitively, but nonetheless, it does work. Inspire, down to earth. And I want to get at least, oh, this was just right there too, summer. So spring, summer vibes. This is expanding. I would say this energy is coming in March, Easter weekend, and staying until summer, end of Leo season. You know what? I don't even think this energy is leaving. I feel like this energy is here to stay, because I have not seen, other than the awakening card, judgment, I have not seen any cards that have like a bad meaning. And judgment isn't even a bad card. It's just showing you that, like, this is what we're experiencing right now. We are experiencing a releasing of our judgments, and that's why they're so front and center in our minds right now, because you can only heal from something when you are completely conscious of it as an aspect that needs healing within yourself. So what can we get? This came up too, and then Innovator, and we have the Innovation card that came out. So that just caught my eye. The root of your pain. You're wanting to get to the root of your pain right now. Like, we do not want to settle for the lackluster vibes in our lives. And we're digging deep. We're getting to the root cause. What is it that is making me feel this way? Why do I wake up every day with this feeling in my heart or in my mind, or, you know, and just asking ourselves the questions. And that's really brave of us to do that. To live joyfully and be present in the moment. To heal yourself through conscious intention. Her untold story, truth, beauty, tell all. That's It's me because I'm writing my book, Telepathy Between Hearts, and I'm actually hoping to have it written by the end of April, beginning of May, so that I can have it sent out to publishers by summer, so we'll see. I have no interest in blaming or villainizing anyone. This is my story and my point of view. Conquer low self-esteem. So it looks like there's just a warrior energy. There's a warrior goddess energy coming through, ready to fight through all the crap that they've been through over the last couple of years, to take back control of their life, of their story, and to be the hero, to come in and save themselves. I feel like it's because you've realized on some level, or we've all realized, that no one else is going to save us, especially with all these systems crumbling in the world right now. No one's going to save us. We're here to save ourselves. So on that note, let's just pick one song lyric, and I'm just gonna, I just saw summer again. What the heck? Okay, we're gonna get a song lyric, and I'm just gonna pull one out. Oh, that's not a song lyric. This one. It's The Sign by Ace of Base. So it's, life is demanding without understanding. I saw the sign and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. No one's gonna drag you up to get into the light where you belong. Very fitting end to this video. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this reading and you got what you needed. Maybe you learned something, maybe something that I said really resonated with you, and it's something now that you are like, okay, yes, I can bring this one act into my daily life, or I can try to do more of this. That's amazing. I wish you healing and blessings, love, light, miracles, that all of your wishes will come true, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, Starlit Souls. I had one last thought with that song lyric that came out, life is demanding without understanding. Life falls apart to get your attention. So when you are paying attention to life, it stops falling apart because it's got your attention now. It's good and it's directing you on your path. I just wanted to clarify that. It didn't come to me in the reading, and then I was putting the cards away and it came to me.